here in the streets of St. Louis, Missouri, with Tony from Explore St. Louis, and it's brilliant to be here on a sunny day. A bit breezy, but we're good. We're outside the National Museum. Tell me about St. Louis as a city. What, as a newcomer, what should I make sure I see?
Well, you know, we're a very historical town, and I think St. Louis was at one time the fourth largest city in the United States. It was really the starting point for sort of the westward migration of anybody going to the West Coast. So there's a lot of history in St. Louis, lots of tradition, and museums like this are just an example of some of the things that you'll see. The Gateway Arch and the history that's in there and the story that tells from the Lewis and Clark expedition and the westward expansion of the United States. We have an amazing soldiers memorial that talks about the sacrifices made by those who served in the world wars and around there, and you know, just wonderful different attractions that really can help teach people about not just St. Louis, but about the United States and what it's like to grow up and to live in this country. It's a wonderful city to be in.
One of the great things I've discovered is that a lot of the city is free.
Yeah, we have the second most free attractions of any city in the United States outside of Washington, D.C., which has the Smithsonian, some of the big national museums. So you can go to the zoo for free, the art museum for free, the history museum for free. You can go underneath the Arch Museum for free. You can actually go to the Anheuser-Busch Brewery and taste the birthplace of Budweiser beer and take that tour for free and see the world famous Budweiser Clydesdales. So there's so many free things to do here. And even the things that do cost, they're really minimal and inexpensive. So we find that families love to come here because their dollars really get stretched. Their travel dollars really go a long way.
A good big thing about St. Louis as well is the cuisine and the local foods. Tell me about some of the local things that you really should try. Well,
you know, we can talk about some of the local things. We're right down the street from us. Maybe you can see behind me, we got the Sugar Fire sign. Barbecue is really big in St. Louis. We have great Italian food and so many wonderful local treats. St. Louis style pizza and gooey butter cake. Mentioned the barbecue. But St. Louis's food is so much more than that. We have an amazing food scene. We have some of the most amazing chefs in the entire country right here in St. Louis that have wonderful restaurants. So anything that your palate desires, international cuisine, American cuisine, whatever it is, you can find it right here in St. Louis. And so we love our food and we love to share it with everybody who comes to town.
It's also a big sporting city as well. We've seen the Cardinals and the baseball. So it's a big city for people to come and see all sorts of sports as well.
We've got a great sports scene, from professional sports, the Cardinals, the St. Louis Blues hockey team, great amateur sports throughout the community. We have some great college sports as well. So yeah, it's a great sports town and there's so much to do. You can come to a stadium, but it's also a great outdoors town. We have miles and miles of trails and parks and great places to explore for folks who love the great outdoors. You can actually get in a canoe and glide down the Mississippi River and enjoy the Mississippi like Lewis and Clark and what they did in their exhibition. It's a great place to explore and have fun and you know the spring and the summer months and into the fall. It's just a great time to come and just see everything you can in St. Louis.
And what's the website people should visit if they want to come and see the place?
ExploreStLouis.com. Everything you need to plan your St. Louis adventure is right there.
That's Tony telling us all about Explore St. Louis. We've been to the Blues today. We've eaten the great breakfast that they have here in St. Louis. We're going tonight to have some barbecue as well. And as Tony says, visit ExploreStLouis.com and you'll find what you would find whenever you come here to St. Louis yourself.